Hello everybody, RV living with the geezer. Show you some what I think is pretty country here. High desert, Fort Davis, Texas. And yeah, I got a little story to tell you. Uh, yeah, geezer got a little geezer got a little hot today. And I'm not talking about from the sun. I'm talking about our buddy Jeff Bezos's company. Yeah. Huh. Duh. I got a pair of tennis shoes on right now, and I've worn them. I got them 5 years ago in, boy, it's hot out here, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got them 5 years ago in Bastrop at Academy. I'm going to speed this story up. I'm lingering here. And I've worn them almost every day since then. So, it's probably, they're New Balance. They held up. And they're not in terrible shape now, but I said, my geezer, it might be time. So I started looking at tennis shoes on Amazon. I don't order from Amazon very often. And out here, people say it's a must, but I don't feel that it is. I can live without stuff. But anyway, I got on there, last week, and I started looking at tennis shoes, and $90, $140, $160. So I put I Googled tennis shoes $50 and under. So here's some Skechers pop up. Okay, make a long story short. I go to Amazon, I find that size that I need, big foot, and Bigfoot size, 13 wide, and I order them. They had the size and everything, and I ordered them. It come out to $50.88, okay? Because they were like 40 something. And they say they'll be there last Thursday, okay? Okay, so I put I switched over on my credit card I got a credit card out of Venmo. And on my expiration date, now I'm not going to give away all this info, but there was a number on there that looked like one number, and it could have been another number. They didn't form it very good. Evidently, I put the wrong expiration date on there. So it comes back, payment declined. Okay, so I tried it again. Payment declined. Okay. So I thought, well, maybe that's a so-and-so instead of a so-and-so. So I put that in there, which it was. It comes back and it says, successfully updated. And your shoes they moved it up a day or two. Okay, because it got declined a couple times. And then the next morning, a couple days later, I get an email, and it says your order has been canceled. Evidently, they thought that I was trying to pull some kind of hanky-panky because it was too many attempts. Your order has been canceled, but you will not be charged for your order. Okay, all right, well, I can live without you then. I'll just wait till I go up to Fort Worth in September. How many of y'all have dropped out already of this story? So I look on my Venmo card, and this morning, here's a $50.88 charge on there. And my order had been canceled from Amazon. What the heck? So I called Venmo, and I actually talked to a gal on there, and she was very nice and understood I was going to dispute that charge and said it'd take a few days and this and that, but I wouldn't more than likely have to pay for it. So I said, okay, thank you. So then I tell everybody tell everybody. I'm thinking of, I said, that's not right. Amazon, they couldn't use they declined my payment on my card, all right? Okay, but then they turned right around and used that card to charge me for something they're not going to send me. How is that supposed to work? I said, I need to call them. Oh my gosh. You talk about artificial intelligence, how bad it is now. Have you all ever tried to get a hold of customer service at Amazon? I did several years ago, and it was no problem. Well, it ain't that way anymore. I tell you, what a hassle. I went to a chat, and I started chatting on this, where you type it in. Well, I typed with one finger. The girl on the other end of the chat ended the chat because she said I was too slow on the chat. And so I went back in there. I didn't give up. I went back in there, and there was a button where you could finally push to talk to somebody, and they called me. And this little girl, I almost felt sorry for her because I was telling her all this crap. And, and she had an accent, and I'm hard of hearing, and on and on. And I almost gave up, but I didn't. And then she finally, she says, well, you'll have to dispute it with your credit card company. I said, I already did. And then she finally looks, and she says, I give her the order number. And she finally looks it up, and I guess it came through and said, oh, well, it was already, they just shipped it this morning. But did they send me an email and so I could avoid all this crap that I went through? No. But I kept telling myself, stay positive, geezer. You tell everybody, stay positive, And the credit card company had already assured me that I wasn't going to get charged. So anyway, my shoes went from the tracking show. They took off from El Paso, and for some reason they ship them to Lubbock, which is further away from here than El Paso is. And they should be here Thursday. So we'll see. So that's, I tell you what, I really would rather purchase stuff. People love Amazon out here because there's no stores to buy anything. Well, I'm sort of a minimalist, guys. I really don't need to buy too much stuff. And I really didn't have to have those shoes. So I was going to make a long story short, but it made a long story longer because I was ranting a little bit. So sorry about that. 8 minutes. Peace out, everybody. The geezer was hot and mentally, emotionally, and physically, and now I'm only physically hot. Because maybe the shoes will show up. Maybe the credit card will take the charge. Who knows? I don't care if they do or not, but I might have just made $50 this morning. One way to look at it, huh? Bye-bye. Peace out.